Here's how I make 50 bucks in 30 minutes by sewing a bikini. These automatic scissors save me so much time. You can get them off Amazon. First thing I'm cutting out are the strings for the top, one that goes around the torso and one that goes around the neck. I'm freestyling the bikini cup for the top. I've been doing this for 15 years, so I could do this pretty much with my eyes closed. And I start bigger because I can always take it in to be smaller. I cut out 2 of those for the top, and now I'm freestyling the bottoms. I want them to sit like a pair of high leg, low rise bottoms from the 80s. And I'm starting really big on this just in case, and I can go back through and trim it to get the shape that I want. I cut out another pair of those, and then I lay all my pieces on a spandex and cut out the same exact shape. The first thing we're going to sew together are the strings of the bikini and the top. I just fold that hot dog style and do the length of the string. Then I'm going to sew the border of this triangle, but I am going to leave the top part open so I can flip it right side out when I'm done. I just make my way around that top, flip it right side out, and then I use this hook tool to flip my strings right side out. Now to sew the channel that the string is going to go through, I'm going to go about a finger's width from the border and do a straight stitch while slightly stretching it out. And then I'm going to go above it about 1/4 of an inch, doing the same exact thing. I'm sure to reverse at each end to make sure my string doesn't become unraveled. And then I'm going to remove the thread in between that channel so we can have a hole to pull the string through. Now we have to attach the thicker string to the top. I use a straight stitch to do that and just trim off any extra fabric. I'm going to take that metal tool and stick it through the bottom of the top to pull the string through, and the top is pretty much finished. Now we're going to sew the 4 pieces of the bottom together. I'm going to be using a straight stitch for this, being sure to reverse so that stitch doesn't become unraveled. Then I trim off any extra fabric. Next, I'm going to fold over all those borders using this zigzag stitch about a finger's width and make my way around the bikini bottom using that zigzag stitch. I want to make sure my lining is laying nice and flat. Then I go through and trim off any extra fabric and continue to make my way around those bottoms until they're done. And the only thing that's left is to attach them together at the sides. And to do that, I'm going to use a straight stitch, placing those together and sewing it, being sure to reverse so it does not become unraveled or fall apart. And then I'm going to trim off any extra fabric, and after that the bikini is pretty much done. Then I'll post it to social media and say, who wants this for $50? And if nobody buys it, then I guess I got myself a cute new bikini.